Did you fucking think you could hide? How's it going? How's it going, my fellow old and new viewers? CyberKnight-Miky here, and if you wonder why I don't have anything to cover up the background and it kind of looks ugly, I don't give a damn because I'm just filming this just to get rid of this one because yeah, you'll see later in the review. But for this topic, we are going to take a look at the figure that I had for a year now. Since if you remember one of my early unboxing, I have unboxed this Zeta Toys Flash. And if Zeta Toys is does ring a bell for you, you know that some reviewer, Dr. Norton, is not a, as I've heard, is not a kind of a big fan of this of Zeta Toys, and this is supposed to be also a the superior version to Mechanical Alliance, well, Blitzwing, which, spoiler alert, is literally the first batch that Zeta gave away to Mechanical Alliance, which I've learned afterwards was a big fucking scummy move. And this shows because this is the second batch, and oh man, even though it looks remarkable, the overall QC's issues, it does not hold this figure up. And believe me, the transformation, even though it's better than Mechanical Alliance, aka Zeta's first batch, it's still a mess. I was trying to make a review overall how after I got this figure, and also showcasing a little bit of a showcase the solidness that this one has. That this is not literally a flop mess, which I can agree is a remarkable and a more solid figure than Mechanical Alliance, which of course perspective ends clip shows otherwise, that Mechanical Alliance is very floppy, and all of the tabs, such as the machinery, the calves here, literally are more securely and pretty much, oh shit, it's more solid, which is much better than what Mechanical Alliance did, or Zeta's first batch was. But that doesn't change overall the fact that, oh boy. Okay, before I continue this rambling, let me discuss the overall paint and sculpt of this figure, shall we? Even though I did discuss a little bit of the overall solidness and such. As for the overall paint and sculpt that was before I painted it, yes, as you can see, the areas that I painted is literally on the shins and some bit of the nose cone, which I will show images and such, and even the missiles here that I will just show on one hand because I am not gonna do more conversion or showcasing how the hell it's stored. Well, maybe a little bit showcasing later on, but what you see here, like here, and even well, some areas of the figure is literally painted because even though it does have paint and also the overall sculpting is really incredible, it also lacks some. Like when you see the jet mode beforehand, like every viewer, you know it misses some paint apps. And this is literally the second batch issue with the overall Blitzwing mold because it kind of lacks paint. Well, of course, with lack of paint means more solidness, but yeah, when considering this shit piece of shit has a lot of diecast metal, which of course is good in concept, and I don't care if it's dark because this does not deserve to be shown in light because I refuse to show this in the light. because I really want to forget this figure. Mm. Yeah, I was a little bit happy that I got it at first hand, but after having it in a year, it was not a good thing, not at all. And while the back looks phenomenal, even though it also has some ball jointed wing flaps here, it is pretty damn solid. Well, under the box, you need to attach them because this set had well, pretty much separate box because while Mechanical Alliance which had it regularly, for Zeta they literally added this upgrade called upgrade together with this Zeta Flash just to avoid copyright issues back in 2021. And it shows because this literally is the wing and mask upgrade, because under the box you literally had to attach the overall wings and mask, not just those wings but also these wings as well. And just to showcase something that is a quality control issue that I kind of did a mistake, which is not the figure's fault, but it was pretty loose out of the box and I want to tighten it up. And focus. Yeah, this goddamn bastard is snapped off. Why wasn't this metal? And that's not the only thing that snapped off, because out of the box this shoulder area was a bit loose. A third party figure that cost $150 and the overall shoulder was literally loose. Of course I could have asked for a replacement part, but I didn't know about that. But this issue should not have been a should actually, I wouldn't mind it if it was a fourth party, which actually if it misses some pieces I might get a replacement part. For overall fourth party I can accept asking replacement, but for a fucking third party, what the fuck? And that's not the only thing that broke, because while actually trying to fix the overall shoulder, I may actually also add so much paint like the marker, and well, sometimes the plastic can be one thing, but when I try to fix the overall shoulder, yeah, if you can see here, the overall shoulder, hold on, let me just showcase that. Oh yeah, when I also tried to untap it when I tried to transform this, which I will not transform this figure at all, it fucking... If you can see over here, I don't care. There, that's actually milliput. Because, yeah, the shoulder piece broke. Fucking great. Then you may ask, why don't you ask for a replacement part? Because even though if I ask for a replacement part, it will be invalid because sometimes... Yeah, I don't really fucking like this thing. This is... For something that perspective I've kind of made of one point is the overall diecast, which is kind of fake and fake feel, because even though it is sometimes great if it has some joints and has a little bit weight, but sometimes when they had diecast that literally don't need, like the forearms, why? Like literally, this is literally the fucking horrendous decision to actually have diecast. Why not just add solid plastic? And something that I can agree on perspective, even though it is a pretty solid figure, once you drop this, it will disintegrate. Like, I won't do it now, but even though it's supposed to be a display piece, I want something that is also fun to play. But this, for Zeta, no, this figure is not gonna be fun. And even though I do like this overall stand, which, if you also excuse me, can be stored and also be a kind of neat and actually excellent way to store your stand, like a casket. It's pretty nice. But what the fuck is the overall point when you have it? Like, literally, what are you gonna do? Like store this in a goddamn box? Or literally store it in a package? Which I will do fucking later. But what I'm trying to say is that why would you actually have that? I just want to review this just because I want to be fucking done with this shitty figure. Oh, and also, even when you're trying to also open this hatch a little bit easy and careful, this one, it fucking pops out way too easily. $150 for a third party figure. Third party being figure better than the fucking official, my ass. This is what maybe that I have second thoughts on third party nowadays, because while they are great, I can agree with few on this one. I get sick and tired of this shit now, because while I do agree that third party can be greater than officials, the overall quality, and sometimes when they do this, they're always trying to, well, do so much engineering and the overall plastic, it literally frustrates me. And considering there is so much G1 stuff nowadays with the overall third party stuff, it just fucking makes me get a goddamn headache and just want to be done with the fucking collecting third party. Unless they are really interesting, then I will pick them up, such as the overall mastermind creation, Ares culture, and also with the Bingo Toys Windblade. Those two are actually interesting, and also the overall 01 Studios set, which was originally Zeta Toys, but thankfully they got cease and desist. Good, because I don't want the Zeta Toys to fucking create that fucking thing. But what I try to say is when it comes to the overall QC issues, there are some decisions that are quite really great, like a ball joint, and of course light piping, which of course required, well, batteries that I may have literally actually, here they are. These are the LED chips that has a button, and it requires hold on. These batteries are literally the AGO, or also known as CSR521 batteries. And finding them in the store was a fucking heinous. Like, it was literally fucking stupid back then, but now they kind of included it nowadays in the shipping with the help of Early Bird, which actually has some sets that actually now includes the batteries. And when you push it, it looks remarkable. Don't deny this. This actually is fun. And now they don't want to. But why I'm saying this is because one of the thrusters here actually had this one on the eyes and two on the thrusters here. And we push the button, it looks remarkable. And while I stated before that this figure is quite solid, there's some decisions that I really fucking hate with figures that are trying to think that friction joints is better than ratchet. Where's the goddamn ratchets? I can literally predict this will get loose over time. Like, don't get me wrong, I do get why they want to have friction joints, but when you consider this is a goddamn Zeta Toys, and this literally almost going to be crumbled to dust in literal years, I cannot forgive. Even though it does have a waist revolt, but it's kind of useless, and also ball joints, shoulder rotation at the arms, but due to the overall QC on the shoulders that can also get loose, I do not want to move it because there's too much die-cast metal. And also these missiles also removable, but who gives a damn? like literally. And also something that I really admire, posable hands, fantastic. I mean, you can literally look at any review, and I actually admire that, like brilliant. And of course, it has a really remarkable, well, alright pivot and up and down, and this whole thing in Diecast, but who gives a damn? Overall, the overall articulation is pretty nice, but I just want to be done with this review. And before you ask, what about the accessories? Don't worry, I will add them, like these missiles that was unpainted out of the box that I painted myself, because why? And also this thing, that's literally for the jet mode, so they cannot be stored anyway, so who gives a damn about it? And also, the shoulder cannon looks phenomenal. And I painted it as well because it was unpainted. Great. You could have done something great, but no. And also the dagger that Blitzwing used to literally rip out Bumblebee's or B127's voice box. Amazing. Which you can literally just... it has a system that you literally... It's just a, a cylinder, and you just tap it in. Like so. Okay. Overall accessories, brilliant. Except for the missiles, there's literally, well, too many of them, and what the hell. They just unpainted. It's not fun. I'm literally done with this shit. Ugh. And here's the masterpiece figures that I think is way, way better than this motherfucker. If there's one masterpiece from the Bumblebee movie I still love, it's this one. Because at least Walnut has the perfect op mode, and some of the robot mode has some a bit flaws, I have fun with this overall figure. It's solid, it actually has some fun quality, and it's also very solid. The paint, neat, and also the unpainted is actually really nice, and the engineering is clever. Overall, it's pretty... The MPN 12 is actually pretty fun in my opinion. I don't care if anyone says that it looks kind of weird, but at least it's a goddamn fun one to actually have, in my opinion. At least much fun than this overall piece of junk that is really going to a collector. I just want to have him literally display, because I do not want to have this thing anymore. My god, I understand why. Perspective End, who actually did criticize the Mechanical Alliance figure, because he stated literally that the overall Blitzwing that he has, the Mechanical Alliance, aka Zeta Toys Zeta Toys first batch, is literally looks remarkable, but there's some overall quality control issues, and the joints being overall horrendous, and the transformation being nightmare. While this actually has some better than the Mechanical Alliance transformation, is still not enough to say that this is the must get Blitzwing. I would stay the fuck away from this. If you want a fucking Blitzwing figure, either get a Voyager class Studio Series if you can find it for a reasonable price, or get a model kit of Blitzwing, or even the 3A DLX Blitzwing, because at least it's much for better transformation, much better action figure, and much better articulation than this piece of junk. I get that people don't like non-transformable figures, but at least they are actual action figures that are a great possibility, because even though they third party trying to have both a great articulation and transforming figures in the same way, it also can be a fucking mess, because Zeta Toys proves one thing, that they are pretty fucking scummy when it comes to overall just ditching the first batch and doing another, because of that I will actually criticize this as a big flaw. Like yes, is better than the mechanical lines. I will say that, but I do not want to keep this fucking thing anymore. Like, oh my god, it was a waste. Like, I was kind of a bit disappointed, to be honest. Like, I get that third party isn't really like isn't like official, and they do some great stuff. But I wish they could adjust their weight and actually improve it a little bit more and actually have much fun transformation, like unique toys. At least they have movie figures that are generally fun. And having BSO free now, the overall fourth party Optimus Prime from the Age of Extinction and the Last Night look, at least that transformation is so much fun than actually converting to that eject mode. Because even if it has a little bit solider transformation and overall alt mode, it still has areas that still pops off. And also the wings on where the heels are, they are loose. There's so many pieces when you try to convert it into overall alt mode is so damn loose. And the wings floppy as well when you try to type it in. I would just say, just a warning for this figure for now. Do not get it. Like, if you want a display piece, you may get it if you want to also transform it once and never again. But if you want only a Blitzwing figure that's literally just only converted once in the film, like I would actually, if I wanted a Blitzwing figure again, I would get the free Zero figure, because at least it has a better look. And I don't give a damn it doesn't transform. I mean, this fucking Blitzwing in the film only transformed once. Just like Optimus Prime only transformed once off screen. While Blitzwing only transformed once on screen. And who gives a damn? Because he literally died in the first act in the film. So I don't give a slightest hell when it comes to this Blitzwing figure made by Zeta Toys. And I don't even gonna get that Bonefish figure or the Cliffjumper mold one as well, because both all those three together, if it was from Zeta Toys, they can go fuck off. I am so damn staying away from Zeta Toys from now on and forever, because oh my god. I'm sorry for being a little bit frustrating right now, but I just want to be done with this figure. I mean, sure, it was fun to actually do some fun skits and all, but actually realizing a bit longer, it was not fun at all to have it in my life. It kind of really frustrated me. And really actually made me actually learn a bit of lesson not to get third party all the time. Sometimes official and also fourth party can be better than third party, and vice versa. So, and this is also a thing I really do not want to be a completionist, because when you do that, you only waste money and you only waste time. So save your cash for something that's more solid and more thought of than a third party figure from a company that literally just ditches the first batch and being scummy about it and making a second batch that's also a little bit less annoying but still annoying as hell. This is an easy skip for me to recommend you all to skip. Just skip this. Don't get it. Sorry for the old rant, but yeah, this is CyberKnight-Miky speaking, and remember, do not get Zeta Toys at all. You just make yourself frustrated. And considering the overall Superion combiner sets, yeah, this is no exception.